Triton Trojans. Our restrooms and our award-winning concession stand are located in the West Hallway. There's also a concession stand upstairs this evening. It's time to meet and greet the combatants for tonight's non-conference contest. First, for our visitors from Triton. Available for substitution, number 4, Landon Patrick. Number 14, Kayden Large. Number 22, Wayne Reichert. Number 30, Gage Ripple. Number 32, Cam Callahan. Number 33, Anthony Shue. And number 34, Jaden Overmeyer. Here's the starting combination for your Tritons. He's a sophomore, 6 feet, number 5, Dante Workman. He's a freshman at 5'7", number 10, Julian Swanson. He's a senior at 6'5", number 12, Evan Bryles. He's a junior, 6'2", number 20, Cole Shively. And he's a junior at 6'3", number 24, Jacob Whitney. The Trojans were coached by Jason Rose. They enter the contest with a record of 1-0.
Welcome everyone here to the Rock at Plymouth High School in Plymouth, Indiana. Andy O'Hara alongside me here tonight is Kenny Barnhart and the Hall of Famer Orion Lemler here on this audio-only broadcast here tonight on the Triton Trojan Sports Network. Starting out there tonight, we are going to have a change in numbers. Caden Ellery out there for the Plymouth Pilgrims is wearing number 14 out there with Trey Hall. Davis Ray, Easton Strain, and Michael Shealy. The Pilgrims 1-0 to start the season, winning against John Glenn here at home last week. Triton starters out there wearing their blue uniforms with white numerals outlined in gold is Cole Shively, Dante Workman, Julian Swanson, Jacob Pitney, and the senior Evan Bryles. Shively and Shealy get ready to tip it off at center court. Plymouth in their home whites, red numerals and letters, tipped around, and they'll control as Trey Hall, the senior, brings it up now for the Pilgrims. He's going to work back here to the right, goes back to center court, works himself to the left wing, stops, reverses it back on top, finds Ellery up top of the key. He's going to work right, finds Strain there on the right side. Strain works back up on top, now finds Ray. Ray to the left wing now. Back Davis Ray from the right wing. Three-pointer on the way. Back iron, no good. They're going to try to run it down, and it's going to go out of bounds off the Pilgrims, and the Trojans will now take back over. It's a little bit different look here tonight, audio only.
Yep, we will have a video up either late tonight or tomorrow, so we are doing a recording for it, but just what they requested.
Shively works on the left wing now on their side of the floor. Shively's going to drive. Pull-up jumper from the right side of the lane's up and in, and Triton strikes first. Shively the other night started off with 20 points to his credit on his stat line from the scoring lineup as Plymouth back across the half-court line. Now works it on over to Hall. Now top the key. Now to Ray on the right wing. To Ellery on the left wing. Looks for the corner. Leaves it right there for Hall. Hall now stops. Two Trojans double teaming in the corner. Now back to Ellery in the corner. Up top, Ray, the lefty now with it atop the key, goes on over to Ellery. He's going to try the dribble drive down the baseline, gets it knocked away from his own man, recovers somehow. It's coming away as Trey Hall, caught underneath, and here comes Dante Workman forcing, I believe, a jump ball call, and that's going to move the ball back to the Trojans, another turnover.
Yep, turned right into Dante there, and he's ready to put his hands on it and tie it up, and now Trojans get that ball back.
It was a good drive by Kayden Ellery, the 6'5 sophomore. Going back underneath, we had the PA announcer with the starting lineups. Thanks to the Plymouth Athletic Department for helping us out here tonight. As Shively gets it inside the left wing, he's going to drive up the left side, up off the glass, and can't get the roll. Tipped around, and coming away with that one there is going to be Michael Sheely. He's quickly up past the half-court line of the right wing, now finds Ray on the right side. Ray works himself up top the key, retreats back, Dante Workman on him. Triton settles into his own defense look. Groves calling out his defense. Hall now stops in the right wing into Ray in the corner. The left, he tries to thread the needle. There's Evan Browse, but he's going to touch the line. And it stays right here with the Pilgrims. Of course, Joel Grindle in his second season here with Plymouth at the helm for the Pilgrims. As Swanson got a piece of that one, it's back the other way, but Hall now is going to bring it back for Plymouth back the other way. Ellery now on the left wing. Stops, goes in the corner down to Ray. Ray, the inside, wants to find the post, tries to find it, now finds Strain up and in. The Pilgrims are on the board off the shot from the paint.
Yeah, very patient.
Strain.
Very patient on them. That's their first attempt at a shot there and got it in.
A lot of size for this Pilgrims basketball lineup out there tonight as Shively works on the left side. Shively cycles up top the key, stops, goes. He's going to drive now, kicks out. Pitney, corner three for the junior, off the mark, no good. Excuse me, sophomore, as Dante Workman and Ellery get tied up. They're going to say jump ball, and it belongs to the Pilgrims. Pitney did not catch the rim on that three-pointer. Let's see if the sophomore can settle down, or excuse me, the junior can settle down. Back go the Pilgrims. Trey Hall with it. Trying to lose Swanson. Goes to Ray on the right side. Quick then over to Ellery on the left wing. Back on top. Ray with the shot on the way off the front iron, too short of the mark. Rebound goes to Strain. He's caught in traffic in the lane. He has nowhere to go. Somehow finds it to the outside as Plymouth takes the lead on the shot from Michael Sheely.
So Strain and Sheely both got their first baskets.
Workman works outside, goes to Pitney. Now to Swanson on the right wing. Shot up off the mark there from Cole Shively that goes out of bounds off Ellery.
They had a good look at that behind that three-point arc and just a little strong on there and got the back iron and bounced it up and out of bounds.
So Julian Swanson, the 5'7 freshman, to inbound for the Trojans. Just to this other side of the basket, he'll find Evan Briles on the outside. Hands it right back to Swanson on the left wing. Swanson works with the screen to the right, now goes to Pitney on the right wing. Pitney finds Shively up top the key. Strain out there on him. Shively's going to play the double drive. Shively gets a look, but Strain rips it away, and it'll stay right here with the Trojans.
Yeah, good ball movement around there, getting past his man. Just was able to get a defensive guy is able to get the ball, knock it out of his hands.
And a good play from Strain underneath as Triton receives the inbound. Workman hands off to Swanson. They'll reset their offense. Swanson tops the key, stops, looks left, finds Pitney on the left wing, dumps it to Shively inside the left wing. Shively retreats back to the three-point line, tries to crossover. Knocking away is Ray. Loose ball as Dante Workman comes away with it. Back go the Trojans. Recovering, Workman tries to split through, loses his dribble, kicks it back. Three-pointer for Swanson. Count it for the freshman, Julian Swanson, from straight away.
Yeah, he's one of them now to get into that. He gets some looks out there to get those to drop.
Hall works back, hands off to Ray. Ray now on the right wing, scanning the floor. Opts to work left. Now on the far side of the court goes to Hall. Ellery on the right wing now, scanning the floor, trying to find somewhere Hall patrols the baseline. Ray now on the left wing. Hall back the other way to the corner, far side corner. Tries to thread the needle to Strain. Strain underneath with traffic. He'll draw the foul.
Probably going to be on Cole Shiva. We'll double check here at the scorer's table. Yep. So Cole Shiva is going to pick up his first foul of the game for either team.
Triton, of course, opening the season against Oregon Davis, winning that one 62-25. As Strain in and out on his first free throw. Of course, some familiar faces down there on that Plymouth bench from the assistant coaches. Gordon Mawson, former Argus coach, an assistant to Jason Groves, and Jason Groves is head coach at John Glenn back in his playing days.
So Strain did get that second one to drop. He's 3 points, so we're tied up here, 5-all.
Swanson's going to work back left. Now goes to Bryles inside the three-point line. Bryles scans the floor, finds Swanson on the right side. Now to Shiva on the left wing. Has Workman. Shiva pulls up from the free throw line off the back iron, no good. Hall gets the rebound. Hall now up the far side in front of the scorer's table, goes to Ellery. Ellery spin move in the low block, goes all the way down and shots up and no good by Michael Sheely, but I believe an over back call is going to be called on Ellery. It'll be a personal foul on him.
So his first, Plymouth's first.
Of course, the other assistant coaches, Tony Plotho, the JV coach, Jeff Sheets, and Brian Ray. Triton's assistant coaches, Blake Shorey, Nick Kindig, and Chad Patrick. Bryles keeps it alive for Swanson on the right side. He works to the screen to the left, back to the top of the key. Workman's going to drive the lane, now feeds it down into Bryles, up no good, draws the foul. So that'll send Evan Bryles to the line
And
for two.
Sheely's going to pick up his first. There's Plymouth's second.
Triton's first trip to the free throw line for Evan Bryles. Tickles the twine on the first one. Forgot how much talking there is with audio only.
Yep, it's been a while. It's not the first time we've had to do this.
Nope. Bryles connects on the second free throw. Has Sheely now to inbound. No substitutions thus far in the game for either team. Strain finds the middle there to Ray. Ray's going to drive the free throw line, kicks out. Hall with the up fake. He gets caught on the left wing. Retreats back to the top of the key, now finds Strain on the right side. Back on top to Hall. Once Ray on the right side, finds him on the right wing. Dante Workman comes out to guard him one-on-one. Plymouth working around the perimeter out to the far left side. Hall tries to feed it down, but goes off the foot there, as Kenny alluded to Davis Ray. So Triton will take back over. By our count, that's Plymouth's first
turnover.
First turnover.
Triton had a turnover, so knotted up there. It's going to be, I got a feeling the way this is playing out, this game's going to be tight the whole way through.
Shively works down the left wing, works with the screen to the right side to Evan Bryles. Shively up top of the key, he's going to drive. Tries to kick out, but loses the ball. We're going to get a blocking foul on the Pilgrims. No shot. Wanted to go to Pitney in the corner. Shively was going to drive. So Swanson out inbound, underneath the basket.
So Trey Hall's picking up his first, Plymouth's third foul.
Up to Workman on the top of the key. Workman waits patiently for Shively, hands it off to him on the right wing. Shively drives, loses it through between his legs, and now back the other way goes Sheely. Sheely dumps to Ray. Ray up and draws the foul.
Dante went up there to block that foul and got a little bit more of a, than just the ball, got a little bit of an arm.
That will be on Dante Workman.
So his first, team's second.
Davis Ray now to the line, the senior for Plymouth. The lefty's first free throw is up off the front iron, no good.
Yeah, they're just shooting 1 of 3 right now, so it takes them a little bit to get warmed up.
Ray will reset for his second free throw. And gets the second one to go, draws the Pilgrims within 1. Swanson now will work up in front of the scorer's table, back to center court. Kicks it to Pitney on the right wing, on top to Workman. Now to Shively on the left side. Shively rolls right. Workman cuts the inside, didn't want it there. Shively now one-on-one with Hall. Up on top to Workman. Workman drives in the middle of the floor, goes up, and I think a charge call on Dante Workman. As you saw Davis Ray get in there, got his feet planted inside the lane and draws the charge.
So Workman's going to pick up his second. So I imagine he's going to go sit on one of those little red chairs sitting there at the sideline.
So both teams, their first substitution as Preston Wolf, number 15, will check in for Plymouth, and Anthony Shue, number 33, will check in for the Trojans. Hall now back up the floor. He's going to work back to the left side. Leaves it for Wolf on the left wing. Wolf now feeds it into Sheely, who goes to Strain. Bank is open for him, and he'll go to the line for the and one opportunity for Plymouth. Foul's going to be on Anthony Shue.
His first. Team's fourth.
And Easton Strain out to the line. His second trip, I believe.
Yep.
And converts 3 points the old-fashioned way as he hits the free throw. Plymouth now out in front by 2. Minute 50 here to go here in the first period. Triton trails by 2. Swanson now back the other way. Swanson just past the half-court line. Works himself right, finds Pitney, but overthrows him as Wolf there to intercept that one. Wolf now head of steam against the freshman. Goes up, no good. Here comes Strain. Strain with the putback is good.
So Strain, he's already leading everybody with 8 points.
Swanson with it now, top the key. Hands off to Shively on the right side. Briles wants it on the right side of the lane. Shively elects to kick it out to Pitney in the corner. Back to Shively. Triton now trails by 4. Shively with it. Goes to Swanson on the left wing. The freshman will dial three-pointer. Puts it in for Julian Swanson from deep from beyond the arc.
Yeah, he's leading Trojans now. That was the second one, so it's 6 points.
1 point ball game, final minute here of the first quarter. Hall with it on the outside. Scans the floor. Goes back to Ray up top the key. Into the corner now. Wolf for 3 from the far side corner. No good. Tipped around. Shively tips it to Anthony Shue, and Triton comes away with the rebound. Swanson now past the half-court line with up the right side. Goes to Pitney on the right side corner. Three-pointer on the way. Jacob Pitney shot in and out. Rebound goes. Triton. Anthony Shue is fighting for it. Oh, Anthony Shue.
I think he tried to get up and kind of stumbled.
Grendel wanting a technical foul, and Anthony Shue fighting for the rebound.
Yeah, no, he was just trying to get up, and he stumbled. He just didn't have a good footing when he went to stand up and kind of fell back into that Plymouth player. But
Anthony is aggressive. He's got to learn football and basketball, but he'll get there. But like I said, just fighting for the ball, playing to the whistle. Grendel still yelling for a technical foul on Anthony Shue. Swanson out inbound for Triton. Shively receives the inbound. 40 seconds to go here. 1 point ball game. Shively back, retreats back to the middle court. Anthony Shue trying to set a screen as they'll go to Swanson up deep in front of the scores box.
Plymouth really pushing their defense, pushing them way out, putting a lot of pressure on them.
Jason Groves trying to slow his offense down. The countdown now on Shively as Ray is on him. Shively's trying to get freed up. Shively finds his way out to the left side. Goes to Briles. Now back on top to Julian Swanson. Top of the key. He'll rotate back to that half-court circle. Swanson works left now. Finds Shively on the left wing. 8 seconds now. Shively's going to drive. Goes up strong on the drive. Too strong. Bank is closed. Sheely up to Hall. Hall down the way. Has a shot at the buzzer. No good off the side iron. And Plymouth is going to take a 1 point lead in to the second quarter.
Some people see a huddle in the locker room. We see a second classroom. Some see a student athlete on the court. We see a future leader in the community. You see, high school sports in Indiana are special. That's because they're about learning and growing, not just winning and losing. Fans, I'm Commissioner Paul Neidig. Support education-based athletics in Indiana by buying a ticket to your high school's next athletic event.
Swanson's 2 3-pointers keeping Triton into it. As Triton's just got to find a way to simmer down. We saw that kind of in the game against, Oregon Davis. Triton's got to find a way to just play smart, play high IQ basketball, and just work with one another there. I mean, like you said, you see guys really doing a good job getting the rebounds and fighting defensively, but they've got to put together offensively. Someone else is going to have to step up and score. Swanson doing that now with, like I said, those 2 3-pointers, but right now, as tall as those guys are right there, Triton's going to have to find a different way to score the basketball.
Yeah, Cole's been trying to take it on, trying to get it in, driving in, and everybody's collapsing on him and getting a little bit for him to get that ball away to somebody else to get him open, and everybody else is just getting covered. They're just not getting that good look to get a shot even off.
Triton was only 22% from beyond the arc in their first home game on 22 attempts inside the arc. I mean, this is a team that went 20 of 41, so you saw a lot of their groups, but 7 points coming from the free throw line. They just got to find a way to be smart with the basketball, control those turnovers, and control what they can control out there on the floor. We'll see what they do here tonight.
Yeah, Trojans have got 2 of their 3-pointers, 2 of their 5 attempts on the 3-pointers to drop, but Plymouth attempted 4 and just have not gotten them to work. So Triton needs to watch out if Plymouth starts to get those threes to drop. Could be opening up a bigger lead.
Hall, Ellery, Ray, Strain, and Wolf out there for Plymouth as they'll start with the basketball. Hall now up top of the key, working at Swanson. Reverses it back to Ellery, top of the key. Tries to find Strain underneath, has a size mismatch against Anthony Shue. Strain goes up and over and gets the bank to open for another basket for Easton Strain.
Gets him up double digits now on 10 points.
Pitney, Reichert, Shue, Shively, and Swanson, the 5 out there for Triton. Shively thought about spotting up. He's going to drive the middle of the lane, goes all the way through traffic, loses it on the way through, and I believe he'll go to the line for 2.
Sure which one of the 2 white jerseys down there. Had one on each side of him. So Wolf's going to pick up his first. Plymouth's 4th team foul.
Shively now a chance to cut the lead.
Yeah, he hasn't been there yet either tonight. Missed on that first attempt. Gets another one here.
Shively was perfect the other night, 3 of 3 from the line as Evan Browse and Kaden Large, number 14, will now check in for Triton.
We got the camera back.
Yep, finally popped back up. So for the video people here tomorrow, we'll have that other second one shot.
Shively's second free throw is up and in. And Triton draws within 2. Back the other way go the Pilgrims. Lineup's on change for them as Hall brings it up past the half-court line, slowly through the half-court circle. Works himself left to the left wing, finds Ray. Directing traffic, wants Strain in the corner and finds him there. Into the corner now to Hall. Hall's going to drive, stops, reverses it back to Ellery on the left side corner. Plymouth working hard on that left side of the court, now reverses it to the right side. Ray now in the corner here on the near side. Goes to Strain, leaves for Ellery. He'll drive in the lane. He goes up with a shot in traffic and gets it to go. Plymouth using that size inside has put them up in front by 4. Swanson hands off to Kaden Large, loses the dribble on the right wing, and now back to where goes Plymouth. Browse might have got away with the reach there as Preston Wolf will now get calls for a foul, but I think Evan Browse got away with the reach.
Yeah, kind of a little bit of ping pong there at the half court. So Wolf picked up his second, so Plymouth's 5th foul.
Colby Walters will now check in. Number 20 for the Pilgrims. Kaden Ellery was wearing number 14 here tonight. So that's a little change there on the live stream. Shively on the left wing, works with Browse to the right on the screen. Brian works himself back into the left side. Swanson now up top of the key. Swanson wants to go backdoor, miscommunication. Luckily.
Yeah, bounced it off Ellery's foot, it looked like. Out of bounds.
Jason Gross trying to talk to his offense on the floor as Riker goes to inbound in front of the Plymouth bench. Swanson wisely goes across the half-court line and now bring it back into play. Works himself left, but off the foot of Hall, and the kickball call is what it is. He'll stay right here at Triton as they'll now inbound in front of the student section for Plymouth. Riker will handle those duties. Groves talling out the inbound play. Swanson caught in the corner. They're going to go up back into the backcourt to Shively instead, and he'll reset. 6:20 to go in the first half here. Shively works away from the screen to the right side in the right wing. He'll drive all the way in. He'll go up, and they're going to say charge call on Cole Shively.
Yeah, he planted his feet, but it looked like he lost his balance and went on to head forward. So Shively's going to pick up his second, team's 5th.
And that's a dangerous foul for Triton, as I believe Pitney might be coming in for him. Excuse me, he'll come in for Kaden Large. Jason Groves wanting an explanation from the officials. Still trying to find a way to penetrate this Plymouth defense. Ray now on the right wing, goes to Strain on the corner, back on top to Hall. Hall on the right wing, works back to center court. Leaves it for Walters. He's up top the key. Now goes to Ray on the right wing. He's going to drive now back to the top of the key. Kicks out to Hall on the far side in front of the Triton bench. Ray, three-pointer from the corner. Off the iron, no good. Evan Briles gets the rebound in the low block and now kicks up to Shively. They're in the fast break now. Shively puts on the braces. Triton did not have the numbers back the other way. Shively goes to Riker in the corner in front of the student section. Now to Swanson. Swanson jab step back to Riker in the corner. Riker scans the floor. He's going to keep it. Skips it across to Swanson. To Pitney in the corner. Now Shively on the right wing. Backing down Ray. Shively, fadeaway jumper inside the lane, up and in for Cole Shively.
Gets him up to 5 points.
Draws the Trojans back within 2. 5:10 to go here in the opening half. Ray reverses it here to the right, or excuse me, Hall to Ray on the right side. Hall now in the corner. On top to Ray, up top of the key. He'll go in the corner. Walters three-pointer from the far side, off no good. Ellery with the rebound. He's caught on the left side elbow. Kicks back out to Ray, quickly to Strain. Baseline jumper on the way from the right side, no good. Rebound goes to Evan Briles. Back go the Trojans. Shively now up the sideline. Drives from the left wing, tries to go up, kicks back out. Riker for 2. Can't get the roll. Tipped by Strain. It goes out of bounds, and he'll stay right here with Triton. As Plymouth not happy with that call. It looked like from here that Strain knocked it out.
Just touched just enough as it went on out of.
That's a long way across. Cam Callahan, number 32, checking in, the freshman for Triton. Swanson now works back, goes to Pitney. He'll dial three-pointer. In and out for Jacob Pitney. 0 for 3 from beyond the arc for him. Ellery now past the half-court line with the head of steam back to the middle of the floor. Kicks out to Walters. Transition 3 on the way. Off the mark, no good. Rebound goes to Cam Callahan.
A little bit of tie-up down there. Looks like. Yep, Davis Ray's going to pick up his first, team 6. So next foul on the Pilgrims will put Triton at the line.
Ray comes off the floor. Sheely now out there with Walters, Hall, Strain, and Ellery. Briles, Callahan, Pitney, Riker, and Swanson out there for Triton. Pitney now in the right side corner. On top to Callahan. Now works to Swanson in the left wing. Swanson goes in the corner to Briles. Briles on the outside. He's going to drive the baseline against Ellery. Reverses it back to Callahan. The freshman will try a 3. Too strong at the far iron. Rebound goes to Sheely. To Ellery now up the floor. Now to Strain here on the right side corner. He's going to drive. Kicks back to Ellery. Straightaway 3 for Ellery is up and off the mark. No good. And Pitney corrals the loose ball for the rebound. It goes to Swanson. Swanson slows it down. He'll walk it up the floor. Hall's going to greet him there about three-quarter court. Swanson works back up top. Hands off to Reichert. Reichert, patient. The officials get themselves set. Swanson gets the handoff in front of the scorer's table in the corner. Hall's right there with him. Swanson, hands off to Pitney. Really close to the half-court line as Pitney now standing in the half-court circle. Goes to Swanson. He'll take it and drive. Swanson somehow controls, but he'll get called for the carry. Lost control of the dribble, tried to regain possession. The lead still stands to 2 for the Pilgrims. Strain will inbound in front of his own team's bench, and Hall will let it bounce, and he'll bring it up back up the floor. Hall works right, goes to Walters here on the right side corner. Scans the floor, now down to Strain, who gets caught, tries to throw off that foot of Callahan and does.
Yep.
What a play there from Easton Strain.
Yeah, right in front of us here, and yeah, he knew he was going to tumble out of bounds, turn around, so found the right blue shoe to bounce it off of and send it away.
Anthony Shue now checking in as Wayne Riker will come off the floor. Walters goes on over to Sheely. Now to Hall atop the key. He'll go the right wing to Walters. Walters thought about the 3, fakes it, works it back up top the key to Ellery. Ellery fakes left, goes right to Walters. Trying to find a way to move the ball around this Triton defense. Hall now works from the corner back to Strain, who pulls it up with the jumper in the lane, but he'll draw the foul again on Triton.
So Jacob Pitney's going to pick up his first. Of course, Triton's 6th foul. So fouls have been about back and forth. One gets one, and then the other team gets another one.
Strain now to the line, back again, his 3rd trip. Gets the first one to go.
Plymouth right now just is shooting 4 of 6 at the free throw line, so doing pretty decent there. But behind the three-point arc, they're not doing very well there, 0 of 8.
Strain, 2nd free throw off the mark as Anthony Shue will tip it to Jacob Pitney. Back goes Swanson. Swanson up top the key. Goes to Pitney on the right side. Pitney thought about the up fake. Leaves it on top for Callahan. Now to Swanson. Fakes it left. Keeps it on the left wing. Works it back up on top of the key to Jacob Pitney. Pitney leaves it for Swanson. 2:17 to go in the half. Swanson kicks out to Pitney. Tipped by Sheely. Callahan now has it up top of the key. Now down to Shu in the low block. Shu caught in the paint. Finds somewhere to go and does. He'll set a screen for Pitney on the left wing. On top to Swanson. Straightaway three on the way. Off the mark, no good for Swanson. Anthony Shu with the rebound. They're going to say foul call on the Trojan on a push-off on the rebound.
So Shu's going to pick up his second. So now that hit the bonus for the Plymouth with Triton's 7th foul.
Ray's going to check in. He's going to check in for Walters, who's currently shooting the free throw for the 1-and-1 bonus. First free throw on the way, rolls in for the Pilgrims, who push their lead to 4. Walters a chance to extend it to 5 here on this next free throw. Walter's second free throw is off the mark. Anthony Shu with the rebound. Now to Swanson, works in front of Coach Groves. He'll bring it up the floor. Inside 2 minutes to go. Pitney on top to Bryles. He'll drive to the free throw line, goes with the runner in the lane. No good. Anthony Shu with another rebound. Put back, go for Anthony Shu. Bank is open for Anthony Shu.
That gets his his first points. 2 points now for him.
Ellery crosses it over, goes to Hall, wants it right back in the corner. Ellery caught in the right side corner, jab step against Callahan, pull-up jumper from the mid-range, in and out, no good. Tipped around, here's Easton Strain off the rebound, put back is no good, and Anthony Shu with another rebound. Swanson back the other way as the Trojans trail by 2. Works the right wing to Pitney. On top to Bryles, loses the dribble, now finds Swanson on the left wing. He'll bring it back to the top of the court to Jacob Pitney. Goes to Swanson on the right side. Swanson on top to Bryles. Now to Callahan on the left wing. He'll scan the floor. On top to Swanson. Swanson patient, goes to Evan Browse on the right wing. He'll drive against Sheely. Browse's jumper up and in, and Triton ties it at 17 inside a minute to go in the second. What a play from Evan Browse. Spins it his way all the way in for the basket. Brindle changes his mind. He'll send Ray back to the bench as Hall works it up top the key right around half court. Works himself left. Goes to Ellery on the left wing. Waits for on top as Walters circles to the top of the key. Ellery thought about the three, pulls back, goes to Strain on the left side of the box. Right back to Ellery. He'll drive, finds Sheely underneath. Sheely finds Strain, cuts to the basket. Strain's shot off the mark, no good as Callahan gets the rebound. Plymouth just licking their chops every time they go to the lane. They're using that height over Triton as they're really taking advantage in the postgame. Pitney will work up top the key. We're going to get a timeout for Coach Groves, who wants to talk things over with 15.9 to go.
Yep, getting right down here towards the end here to get this halftime break, get something set up here to 16, a little under 16 seconds to go. Try to get just a little bit of a lead going into that halftime.
Other action here tonight in the Hoosier North. Triton is, of course, here at Plymouth. West Central and Culver are facing off, and Cass and Caston are squaring off down there at Caston. Now, action around the Northern Lakes Conference tonight as Concord is at St. Joseph, and Goshen is hosting Marion tonight. Of course, Triton will be back in action on Friday at Northwood. We're yet to know if we will stream that game by audio or video yet. We're still on social media for that.
Yep, keep track of the Triton Trojans there on the Facebook and Twitter. We'll try to keep you updated on what we'll try to have at least something, and probably like this might have to be an audio only. But it all depends on our internet up there. It's always been a little questionable.
So Pitney, Swanson, Bryles, Workman, who just checks in, and Cole Shively out there against Ray, Ellery, Sheely, Strain, and I believe out there now is Caleb Boeing, number 34. I don't have a 30. That might be Delp. Swanson receives it inside 10 seconds now. Swanson working against, I believe Delp is who that is. On top to Workman. Down to Shively, backing down. Ray goes up. Shively puts it in, and Triton takes a 2-point lead into the half. On just the last moments as Shively gets that one to go as Triton takes the lead, and they'll take the lead into the halftime locker room. As Kenny gets stats to work over.
Yep, get it over there. We'll get them read off to you.
Of course, tomorrow night we'll be up at LaVille for the girls' varsity matchup, and they'll take on Knox on Saturday. We'll be there as well.
Well, you will be.
Well, I will be, but you won't be.
I won't be. And, okay, well, we got some issues with, there we go. Okay, so for the Triton Trojans on the free throws, they were 3 of 4, Plymouth 5 of 9 on the 2 points, 5 of 10. Yeah, we just will push that across there for that. So 2-pointers, Triton was 5 of 10, Plymouth 6 of 12, so both teams shooting 50%. 3-points, Triton got 2 of them to drop of their 8 attempts, but Plymouth of their 8 did not get any of them to drop. And unofficially on there for the turnovers, we've got 5 to 2. For team stats, for Plymouth, Strain was with 11, leading up there, and then Ellery with 2, Sheila with 2, Walters and Ray each with 1. As far as fouls, Wolf has 2, and then Hall, Ray, Sheely, and Ellery all with a single foul. For Triton, Shively leading them with 7, Swanson with 6, Bryles with 4, and Shue with 2. Big notable there is both Shively and Shue and Workman all having 2 fouls, and then Pitney with that single foul.
So we'll take a break. We'll be back here after halftime right here on the Triton Trojan Sports Network.
High school sports fans, welcome back to Game Time, to pure spirits, to pure sports. Welcome back to high school sports.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is Game Time. This is Indiana high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
All right, welcome back, everyone, here to The Rock as Triton leads by 2, 19-17. Andy O'Hara alongside me here tonight is Kenny Barnhart and the Hall of Famer Orion Lemler here for the Triton Trojan Sports Network, broadcasting audio on YouTube.
Like I said, if you didn't catch it at the beginning, this is audio only during the live portion. We are recording the video. It'll be up either late tonight or sometime tomorrow, so you can watch what we're talking about here, giving all the good descriptions.
As far as I know, Q's watching. He's out tonight.
We do have Leah Aldifer running the second camera.
Yeah, Leah's running the second camera up there.
Above.
So Triton with that opening half, got down there in the first quarter, became roaring back, putting up 9 points in that second quarter, has got them back on top of the scoreboard. But Kenny, big thing for me is Triton, when they drive to the basket, they've got to find a way to go against these tall trees and the Pilgrims.
Yeah, the Plymouth's getting pretty good look at getting that ball down into the paint. They may not be getting those shots to drop, but yet they're getting all those defenders dropping in 2 or 3 guys on them. So then Plymouth's be able to kick it out, either get some more ball movement or get some shots going off. So, but their biggest thing is right now they have not got a 3 to drop. So I could see this second half, if they can start getting a couple of those 3s, they can start building that lead and keep going.
And for Triton on offense, they got to find a way to start kind of coming together and start thinking, because, kicking the ball back and out, Plymouth is keying in on those things. They got to find a way to score that basketball more effectively. Yes, they're up on the scoreboard right now, but they got to be smart when they drive the basket, got to work on that ball control and start to work together as one fluid unit.
Yeah, same deal. They're getting that ball inside, but they're trying to kick it out, but they are having a little more hard time getting it kicked back out to someone else that is open and can take that shot.
Pitney, Swanson, Shively, Workman, and Bryles, the 5 out there for Triton, with Hall, Ray, Strain, Sheely, and Ellery, the 5 out there for the Pilgrims. Pitney will inbound here from the near side as he'll go to Shively, and he'll work it up the floor. Shively past the half-court line, working against Ray up top of the key, goes to Bryles in the left wing. Bryles scans the floor, tries to use the head fake, will hand it off to Shively up top of the key, sets the screen for him. Shively's going to drive the box. Kicks out to Pitney. Pitney now finds Swanson. Swanson drives. He'll stop on the free throw line, reverses it back to Pitney. Pitney against Strain up top of the key. Goes to Swanson on the right wing. Swanson with it goes to Workman now in the corner. Workman will drive. He'll stop, kicks out, tipped by Strain, and a foul or a travel call now on the Trojans. They'll turn it over in their first offensive possession.
Getting pretty good ball movement, but just cannot get it to go much inside of that three-point arc. Just a lot of it handing it off outside.
And that's a testament to this Plymouth defense, as they've been very stifling up in your face, really making the Trojans work as Hall works on over to Ray on the left wing, back on top to Hall. Plymouth patient, trying settling into their zone defense as Ellery has in the left side corner. Now to Hall on the right side, ends on the right wing, back on top to Ray. Ray will work left, wants Ellery in the corner. Triton really doing a good job of that zone defense, slowing things down. Ellery back to Hall. Strain and Sheely trying to fight their way through traffic as Hall with the ball goes back on top to Ray, so he'll get it right back on the right wing. Hall to Ray, top the key, three-pointer for Hall on the way, straight away, in and out. Tipped around, Evan Bryles gets the rebound for Triton. Back goes Swanson the other way quickly. Up in here to the corner, to the right side corner to Pitney now. He'll go on top to Bryles. Bryles with the basketball. Works himself left, hands off to Swanson for 3 from the left wing, no good. Ray with the rebound, quickly back the other way. He's got a 2-on-3 fast break. Shively knocks it away. Shively crossover, trying to get himself up the floor. Shively will take it all the way up, and he'll go up in a charge as he'll dip that left shoulder as he tries to go up with it.
And the biggest thing is that's going to be Shively's third.
And Trey Hall took the blunt of the deal as he hit the deck hard. Now he's down on the floor as the athletic training staff for Plymouth will take a look at him. Hopefully he's all right. As Trey Hall hit the deck hard.
Come down and kind of lost his footing as he come.
And that's a big foul for Triton with Shively now with 3.
Yeah, because you got Workman and Shu also with 2. So here in this first portion of the second half, one of those guys picking up their third.
Shively had 4 the other night against Oregon Davis. Like we said, hope Trey Hall is okay. Yep. Never want to see a player get hurt, but he took a big hit from Shively trying to draw the charge.
Yeah, he's leaning up now.
Slow to his feet. But, hey, when you fall and get the ground like that, I mean, one, it knocks the wind up, but if you hit your head on the floor, that's enough to knock things loose.
Yeah, gets you a little dizzy and kind of disoriented. So,
especially we've been running hard, playing hard. Because I'm telling you what, Trey Hall has done a great job for Plymouth here, doing a good job facilitating the offense and doing a great job in the backcourt on defense.
Yeah, he hasn't attempted a lot of shots, but, yeah, like you said, just getting that ball movement. And he's getting up to his feet now. And
he's going to walk back to the bench under his own power. He's all right, kind of holds back that head. I thought he hit his back of his head on that floor, and that hardwood is very unforgiving. Hall will go to the bench now. I believe Wolf looks like to be checking in for him.
It's not often we get Wes Runninger in the camera view.
Yeah, he's right there.
He's usually right with us most of the time.
Yeah. You can see that tomorrow.
Yep, that'll be tomorrow. Reichert out there with Pitney, Bryles, Workman, and Swanson as Cole Shively will sit with those 3 fouls. 19-17, Triton out in front as Strain up past the half-court line in front of his own bench. Goes to Wolf on into the corner there, but we're going to get a foul call on Triton. It'll stay right here.
So Swanson's going to pick up his first, team second here this second half.
So now the answer for Triton, who's going to step up with Shively out with 3 fouls. Wolf will inbound high up to Strain up near the half-court line in the center court. So he'll go to Ray on the right wing, back on top to Strain. He'll work the left side to Wolf. Wolf now down. Strain backdoor cut for Ellery. We're going to kick ball foul, and Triton will stay right here with Plymouth as they'll now inbound from their own baseline. And Davis Ray will go underneath to inbound. The 6'2 senior, a lot of size for this Plymouth team. Finds Shealy cutting to the basket, and he ties it up at 19. Swanson goes to Pitney in the corner now on top to Workman. Reichert goes to Swanson on the left wing, back on top to Reichert. Now to Pitney, thought about the 3, Strain takes it away. Swanson with the basketball up top the key, now goes to Reichert on the left side. Finds Workman in front of the bench. Now to Pitney in the corner, now to Swanson on the left wing. Bryles trying to get position underneath, he gets it, but here comes the double team, and we're going to get a jump ball call, and the Pilgrims force the turnover.
Yeah, Bryles just went to pivot away from one defender, and he put the ball right into the other Plymouth defender that was behind him, and he put their hands on it and get the jump ball.
And Jason Groves unhappy. It says I think where his thought was is there really was no time or he had a hold on the basketball is where I think Jason Groves' argument is at. Ray with the basketball now for the Pilgrims and goes to Wolf on the left wing. 3 is up and in, and Plymouth takes the lead.
So Wolf gets on the board with that 3, gets 3 points. And I believe Groves taking the timeout.
Trying to settle things down now as they trail by 3. Had that 2-point lead coming into the third quarter, and now they trail by 3.
Yeah, they haven't got anything to drop here in this third quarter. Plymouth come out here with 5-0 start. So Triton's going to have to regroup a little bit here and get something to start working.
Of course, we have to thank Leah because she's up there in the crow's nest. Yeah. The nosebleeds, still good up there? Okay, well, there's thumbs up. She's good.
Yep.
She's good. Of course, a little different setup tonight with Kenny was sweating it, but he got to give that guy some. I'll tell you what, that was a legendary effort by him pregame just to try to get this whole audio-only broadcast to work.
Yeah, I'm glad we didn't. The JV, we do have it recorded. It'll be uploaded later, but we didn't call it, so we was sweating bullets there to get everything talking together in the network so we can get this audio going.
All right, we'll see this growing moment for the Trojans. They take their second timeout as Reichert, Swanson, Pitney, Briles, and Workman stay out there for Triton, with Wolf, Ray, Strain, Sheely, and Ellery out there for the Pilgrims as Wolf intercepts the pass. Back go the Pilgrims. Ray with the runner in the transition, no good. Ellery gets the offensive rebound, somehow regains control, goes up, and he'll draw the foul. I believe it's on Reichert.
Yep, so it's going to be his first, team's third.
No fouls for the Pilgrims here in the first 3 minutes, gone in the third quarter. As Ellery gets his first free throw to go, Plymouth 60% from the free throw line thus far, as Shively will check in with 3 fouls, as will Kaden Large. He has no fouls.
Yes, so, yep.
Ellery now back again, good on the first. His second one's on the way, and it'll tickle the twine for one more as they now have a 5-point lead over the Trojans.
Yeah, biggest thing your Trojans here, just don't get in a panic mode.
Swanson fakes it right, goes left to the left wing to Large. Reichert flashes to the basket, not there. Swanson top the key now. He'll drive. He leaves it for Reichert. Reichert now with it. Shively's going to rotate up top the key. Ellery's there to knock it away. Or to take away from Shively driving. Shively will drive now. He'll retreat back. He'll drive down the baseline. He's trying to split through. Shively goes up and a blocking foul on Sheely. And I think Jason Groves there about lost his breath because I think it was close.
So Sheely's going to pick up his second, team's first this half.
Jason Groves telling him, be smart. Let's be smart when we're driving the basketball.
Yeah, because that was really close either way.
Swanson top the key, waits for Reichert on the right wing. No one there. Finds Briles in the left wing. Hands off to Swanson. Ellery's there to take away the three-point look. Swanson will drive all the way across to the near side. Corner goes to Reichert. Down to Briles. Briles will drive up underneath the string of Sheely. Can't get the easy two to go. And Plymouth back the other way. Ray quickly in transition. Driving through traffic. Goes up strong with it and gets it to go untouched. Largest lead of the ball game now to 7 for the Pilgrims. Swanson goes to Shively on the left wing. Shoot it in to check in the next dead ball. Swanson up there as Wolf will get into his face. This in-your-face defense by Plymouth is really starting to stifle the Triton Trojans. Kaden Large on the baseline. Patient. Feeds it down to Briles. Briles goes up. Bank is open for Evan Briles.
Yeah, Kaden Large just being that patient. Get the defenders get in the air so you can pass that ball under to Briles to get that shot.
Strain underneath. Spins his way up and in. Answers right back with a 2-ball of his own. Swanson back up the floor. Goes to Large on the right side. Feeds it down into Briles. Briles in the low block. Big man goes up and can't get the roll. Strain gets the defensive rebound for Plymouth. Strain back the other way. Goes to Ellery on the left wing. He's going to drive top the key. Kicks it out to the right side. Wolf now with it up top the key. Now goes to Ray. Ray with the basketball top the key. Retreats back. Now goes to Ellery on the right wing. Triton settles back into that zone defense they've been running. Wolf will try a three from the left side. Off the mark, no good. Evan Briles tries to get up there to it. But Sheely will knock it away, but they're going to say it went off on Evan Briles. And Anthony Shue will now check in, I believe, for Wayne Reichert.
Yep. On behalf of Wayne Reichert.
On behalf of Wayne Reichert.
Something different.
That's right. Strain gets it caught underneath, and he'll get fouled. If it's on Shively, it'll be his fourth.
I think it might be on Shue. Yep. So he get his third, so he's got to catch up to Shively.
It's not a contest, guys.
Yep. So Strain, he's at the free throw line. Nope. They changed it around now.
So Plymouth now finally gets set. Goes to Wolf. Wolf is going to drive behind the back pass. Goes to Ray and gets it to go from the corner in front of his own bench. 10-point lead for the host Pilgrims.
That's a second three-pointer to drop for the Pilgrims.
Swanson goes to Shively on the left wing. Works with the screen from Anthony Shue back to left. Shively's going to drive. Stops on the left side baseline. Goes to Swanson. He's on the left wing. Ellery there to take it away. Goes to Kaden Large on the right wing. Now to Briles. Baseline jumper from the near side corner. Off the mark. No good. Sheely with the rebound. Quickly up the floor to Ray. Ray with the head of steam in transition. Takes off. Weaving his way through. No good. Anthony Shue in the defensive stand as Swanson comes away with it. Swanson up top the key. Goes to Large on the right side corner. He's going to drive now. Stops in the paint. Finds Briles. Good feed. Can't get the friendly roll. And Plymouth comes away with the rebound. Strain with the head of steam all the way up and in for Easton Strain. And a timeout for Jason Groves. He's got 2 left.
Yep, you can just see, they're working, finally get a basket. Plymouth turned around, and within about 10, 15 seconds, they're right back down and got a counter offer.
Plymouth has came with the right game plan, really attacking Triton, using their size, driving to the basket. 16 points put up here in this third quarter has really put them up.
Yeah.
On this, I mean, there's really kind of giving them the advantage. But for Triton, frustrations are high right now. This is a group, only really one guy playing a lot of varsity minutes last season. This is a very young group for Triton, and they got to find a way. That senior leadership or that upperclassman leadership has really got to start paying in fold and really get this team to keep working.
You had a couple guys that did, in JV working together. But, with these freshmen coming up into it, just that different mix, getting everybody to gel and just really think what's going on.
Jason Groves trying to draw something up right now. Triton has got to find a way to dig deep. Cam Callahan will check in after the timeout. So see what Jason Groves can do. Jason Groves probably one of the best coaches in the state of Indiana. Really gets the most out of his players. We'll see what he draws up. Yes, he's got a young group, but he's got a group that is very athletic. There's some of these guys playing football now, going into basketball, just got to change that mentality, communicate, and settle down out there on the floor and just execute what they need to execute.
The biggest thing is you could tell it in there. They're just getting that frustration. You just got to get settled back down and get focused.
Shively receives the inbound as he'll work up past the half-court line. Ray's there to greet him after he crosses the half-court line. Goes to Callahan on the left wing. Callahan up top. Goes to Pitney on the right side. Pitney dials a three-pointer short of the mark, hits the front iron. Ellery with the rebound. Ellery with the head of steam, up the other way, and it's good. The rebound in the basket for Ellery. Shively now works his way through, dumps it down to Anthony Shue, but right there's Easton Strain to intercept the pass. Up to Ellery, spin move in the lane, goes up, can't draw that one. And Anthony Shue gets the rebound as Workman trying to draw the charge.
Yeah, he was nice and set, and Ellery just spun right around him.
Pitney hands off to Workman. Workman's going to try to drive. Fadeaway jumper in the paint is up and in for Dante Workman. Good move from Workman, found a seam, got his way there.
That's his first points of the game.
Like I said, someone's got to step up now. Ellery past the half-court line. Ellery goes to Wolf. Wolf out there as Hall left with that injury where he hit the deck really hard. Like we said, hope he's okay as Wolf now works up top of the key. Goes to Ellery. Double team by Triton. As they go to Wolf up top of the key. Goes to Ray on the left wing. Skips it down to Easton Strain. Bank is open for Easton Strain.
He's leading everybody with 17 points.
Grindle fired up as his host Pilgrims now lead by 14. Pitney goes to Workman at the free throw line. Workman retreats back outside the three-point line. Up top goes to Cole Shively. Shively jab step, works himself right. Shively's now going to drive, stops. Plymouth taking away the drive from Shively as Workman now pull up jumper from the free throw line. I believe Ellery got a piece of it, but they're going to say a foul on the shot as Dante Workman will go to the line for two.
So Ellery's going to pick up his second, team's second.
And Ellery's going to come off the floor. I think something might have happened. I think he's just getting lost his contact or something.
Yeah, because he just went right towards the bench.
That'll bring Kobe Walters in now, number 20, as Dante Workman to the line for two. Workman's first free throw rattles in.
Triton shooting 80%, 4 of 5.
It's Dante Workman to go again. Workman gets the second one to drop. Draws it within 12.
Clock. Somebody get the clock started. Yep.
They're going to restart, I believe.
Yep, he got a little late getting the clock started.
It's everybody. It's early in the season. We've got to get used to the clock. Everybody's getting new. It's all fresh and new.
It's not easy can't do our video like we had to do the other night to help them out.
Ray with it now. Goes to Strana in front of the scorer's table. He'll bring it past half-court line. Callahan's out there to greet him. Triton settles into their defense. Box and one. Running Callahan up top. Walters goes to Ray up top the key inside 10 seconds. Plymouth will hold for the final shot. Ray's going to drive, dumps it down, but wanted to go to Strain, but couldn't quite connect. And Triton now will get it with 4.3 to go in the third. Got a long way to go as Workman is caught back deep. Shively's back there with him, but here comes the pressure from Plymouth as Ray and Wolf will meet Cole Shively and Dante Workman. Got to get going. Shively trying to split his way up the corner. 2 seconds, 1 second. Shively tries to go for it. It's knocked away. No shot. Whitney's three will not count. This was a good play by Strain to knock it away as Triton will now trail by 12 going into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, we was pretty stats and everything was pretty good right there, pretty even there at halftime. But, yeah, Plymouth just was able to kick it on here and take advantage. Put up 20 points in this third quarter. Triton was only able to get 6. But the biggest other thing side of it, and I don't have that stat, Wes would have it, is Triton's got, by our count, 9 turnovers. Plymouth only had 4. So of those Triton turnovers, how much of that led to points that Plymouth was able to put right up?
JV won earlier tonight by a score of 42-32. And the final was as Nick Kindig and his JV Trojans now improved to 2-0 on the season. Triton now trails by 12 after a 20-point outburst by the Pilgrims to put themselves up 37-25.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
All right, now if you're Plymouth, I think you just keep the throttle down.
Yep.
You know, you got Triton kind of shaken up. Big thing is you got Cole Shively with 3 fouls. I think, they try to use Cole Shively's aggressiveness. But if you're Triton, you got to understand that, hey, we got to be smart with our movement, move with purpose, as Jason Groves likes to say, and find a way to get that ball in the basket.
Yeah, and they have been that little bit of time of hard getting anything open, even getting the ball moved. Even their 3-point area has been getting closed up pretty good. When Swanson was in there, closing up on him, he just couldn't even get the look to even attempt to fake it.
Shively goes to Workman. He's out there with Callahan, Shue, and Pitney. Pitney's corner 3 off the mark, no good. Rebound goes to Wolf as he's out there with Ray, Strain, Sheely, and Walters. Ray will bring it up slowly up the floor as he'll go to the right wing now to Walters. Goes to Ray in the corner, now down to Strain. Strain with an empty possession up underneath. Gets that one to go.
That's 19 points for him.
As they're trying yet to find an answer for Ray, who's got 19. Pitney with it on the right wing, goes down to Callahan on the low block. Callahan gets it knocked away. I think we're going to get a reach call on the Pilgrims.
So Strain's going to pick up his first, team's third.
Shively inbound from his own baseline. Shively scans the floor. Workman rotates around, has to go somewhere. Up high to Dante Workman as he'll be up outside the 3-point line up top of the key. Workman's now is going to work on front of the left wing. Leaves it for Shively, covered by Strain. Shively starts the countdown for Strain. Shively now goes to Workman, top of the key. Workman's going to drive, regains his footing. Leaves it for Callahan. Miscue as Triton turns it over. Unforced. Up to Ray now. Ray goes up with it. Can't get it to go. Knocked away by Callahan. They're going to say it went out of bounds off Triton in Plymouth. It went off on Plymouth. Triton gets the basketball. Swanson will now check in for Jacob Pitney. It's a 14-point ball game of Swanson, who just checks in for Triton and brings up the floor. Swanson goes to feed it, but it goes off the foot of Walters as Kayden Ellery will now check in. I got a Band-Aid for his hand, I'm going to guess is what it looks like. Shively down the left wing. Receives the inbound. Drives in the corner, steps back, not there. Goes to Callahan on the left wing. Back to Shively on the left side. Tries to work it back up to top of the key and crossing it over, working against Strain. Shively trying to get some separation. Caught, fadeaway jumper from the lane. Can't get the friendly roll. Ellery with the rebound. 6.5 to go. Plymouth in control of this one thus far. Strain's going to drive inside the lane, goes back to Sheely. Now to Ray. Ray to Walters. They work it around the perimeter. So they play back and forth as Triton settles back into that box and one defense.
Yeah, really stretching Triton out, trying to get him out, pull him all the way out, get some room underneath.
Good ball movement by the Pilgrims as Ray will try another three. In and out. Rebound, Anthony Shue. Shiva now works up top the key. Got away with the carry there as Workman will try a three. Off the mark, no good. Anthony Shue gets the rebound, goes back up with it, draws the foul, Anthony Shue. Might have got away with the carry. Was Cole Shively up top the key. Had a high dribble on that one. So Anthony Shue now to the line for Triton as the foul was on Sheely, I believe.
Yep, his third.
Both teams with 4 team fouls. Anthony Shue off the back iron. Pitney will now check in for Workman, and Bryles will check in for Callahan. Anthony Shue underneath. Second free throw off the back iron, too strong. Walters gets the rebound. Not often do I get to sit down on a tall stool. We're going to take advantage. Ray now works on the right wing, goes to Ellery. Back to Ray. Reverses it back to Ellery in the right side corner. Beats it to Strain on the elbow. Goes to Walters on the left wing. Walters works against Swanson up on top to Sheely. Ellery trying to get position underneath on Anthony Shue. Ellery drives, spin move underneath, and Anthony Shue's going to get called for the foul.
Got him up on his feet and then was able to lean underneath, have Shue come down right on him. So Shue's got his 4th. Triton's 5th. Ellery was there earlier, made both of them.
Ellery again from the free throw line, gets the friendly bounce.
Yep, he's 3 of 3. Plymouth shooting 8 of 12, 67% at the line.
Lineup's unchanged. Second one on the way for Ellery's off the side iron, no good as Evan Bryles gets the rebound, goes to Swanson. Swanson works himself up top the key. Waits patiently. Walters out there on him. Swanson crossing it over, trying to find somewhere to go with the basketball. Countdown started. Shively in the corner for 3. Can't get that one to go in front of his own bench. Strain with the rebound. Strain back the other way. Stops top the key. Nobody's out there on Strain. Miscommunication on defense as Triton now will get reset. Walters now in the corner. Goes on to the left wing to Sheely. Cross court pass to Ellery on the right wing as he's patient with it. On top to Ray. 4:45 to go in the ball game. 15-point lead for the Pilgrims. Ellery now on the right side. Strain goes to Sheely. Now to Walters on the left side corner. Back to Ray.
You tell Plymouth just slowed it up just a little bit when something comes available.
And Strain off the glass, no good, but it goes off the hands of Evan Bryles. It'll stay right here with the Pilgrims.
Yeah, you can tell Plymouth's just not penetrating as hard. I think they're just losing a little more clock, burning some of it down on that possession.
Ray to inbound from his own baseline. Goes to Strain. Shively knocks it away. Swanson somehow regains his bounces. He's back the other way in the fast break. Goes to Pitney. Pitney thought about the 3. Goes to Shively, top the key. Shively's going to drive on the paint, and he'll go up and loses it on the way through. He'll go off his leg. And Plymouth takes back over. Walters now up the floor. Slowly walks it across his Grindle, slowing his offense down, calls it out. Swanson up on him as Ellery now gets in the right side corner. As Plymouth works it all the way around the top of the key. Now to Walters, who's up top. To Ellery on the right wing. He'll drive against Pitney. Ellery skips it back to the right wing to Strain. Ray now gets on the left wing. He's going to drive to the baseline. Ray goes up with the runner. No good. Gets his own rebound. Hits the deck on the floor. It's a fight for the basketball. Jump ball is the call, and it'll stay right here with the Pilgrims. And a timeout for Grindles. He wants a full timeout. I want to thank the Plymouth Athletic Department, Mr. Delp and his crew to make sure we had a table and set us up well. And
yep, come up, double checked on us, made sure we all were good.
Appreciate everybody listening today.
Yep. They said,
not watching, it's listening tonight.
Yep. And Plymouth band getting wound back up here. So, yeah, like I said, Friday, it's at Northwood. It could be an audio only if we've got internet. We haven't got all the particulars there. And then you don't have the rest of the schedule on there for next week.
Yes, I do. So next week, Triton will be at Lakeland Christian on Tuesday. Then at Friday, they'll be at Pioneer. Then following that, their last away game will be on a following 2 weeks from tonight. Be at Bethany Christian. And then it's a homestand all the way until Bi-County for the Trojans.
Yep. So kind of that, this is the year that we're away for quite a while, and then we're back home for a decent amount, and then get into that Bi-County, which is always an interesting week for us.
And then you look, then again for Plymouth, they'll be hosting LaPorte for their final home game before they go on a 2-game road trip against Winamac and Mishawaka-Marion. And then they'll get to take on their first conference game against Northwood. Triton's first conference game will be a week from Friday at Pioneer. Of course, I got the whole thing.
Yeah. I figured you was off to the side.
I changed things up for my notes this year. Ray Sheely, Strain, Walter, and Ellery, the 5 out there for Plymouth as they'll start with the basketball. Strain goes up with a nice runner in the lane, can't get the friendly bounce as Shively gets the rebound. He's quickly up the other way with the head of steam. Shively drives the way through, feeds it to Anthony Shue. What a feed from Shively to Shue.
4 points for Shue.
Swanson, Pitney, Shively, Shue, and Evan Briles, the 5 out there for Triton. 3:24 to go in the game. Walters works it against Swanson, back up top to key down to Strain. And Wolf will work it all the way around to Ellery on the left wing. No sense of urgency now for the Pilgrims up there with that lead up to 13.
Yeah, they're staying way back off that three-point line, getting that ball moved around side to side. Just stand there unless the defender comes out on them.
Evan Briles easing his way to Sheila, who's up near the half-court line. It's close. Ray doesn't have much room to work, and I think Shively might get called for his 4th foul.
Yeah, he was so far out. I mean, his heel was just about ready to come right over and touch that half-court line. So, yeah, Shively's going to pick up his 4th. So, Shue got his 4th, so Shively said, I've got to get my 4th just to keep it even.
Kobe Walters inbound, goes to Ray on the right side corner in front of his own bench. Walters working against Pitney. There's the countdown. Goes to Ellery. Trying changing up their defense, that zone defense they like to run. It's that box and one. Knocked away by Pitney. It's tipped away, and it'll go all the way in front of the scorer's table. Pitney with a nice active hands, trying to force something. 2:38 to go. Walters now works it on over to Ray on the right wing. Goes to Strain in the corner. Back to Ray. Back now to Walters. They'll skip it back and forth across the top of the key. Working around Ellery, trying to get position underneath. Had himself open in the corner. Plymouth missed it. Strain now on the right side corner. Tipped away as Cole Shively comes away with it. And they don't have quite the numbers. Goes up to Pitney. Pitney with the left hand draws the foul. Now send him to the line for 2.
So Walter's going to pick up his 1st, Plymouth's 5th.
Wayne Riker, Dante Workman, and Kayden. Nope, never mind. Yes, all 3 of them are going to be checking in. Pitney's first free throw can't get the roll. As Large and Workman will check in. Wayne Riker having a long conversation. I believe he might be checking in for Pitney. Pitney again gets the second one to connect. And Riker will check in for Pitney. As Riker, Workman, Shively, Shue, Large, all out there trying to need to get something going with their full court pressure defense. Anthony Shue, I love his vocal leadership and communication. Shively kicked that one.
Plymouth gets another shot at it here underneath their basket.
As Anthony Shue, his effort and leadership trying to fire up his team. Strain goes to inbound, finds Walters. Workman stuck tight to him. Walters working in front of the Triton bench, gets caught on the sideline, skips it all the way across here to the near side to Ray. Ray past the half-court line. Goes on top to Strain, who regains his footing. Sheely now goes to Walters on the left side. Both works it all the way around back outside the three-point line. As Ray now will drive up top of the key, retreats back, has Ellery in the corner, wanted to go there but changes his mind. Now goes to Strand on the left side. They'll work back up top to the top of the key. Strain reverses it back to Shealy. A lot of movement here as we'll get a foul call on the Trojans.
So Large is going to pick up his first, Triton 7th. So now that's going to send Shealy to the free throw line. And he has not been there tonight.
3-point substitution for Triton as Briles, Swanson all check in with Pitney. Shealy to go for his first free throw attempt. Tickles the twine there. Plymouth 64% from the line here tonight. Triton shooting 60%. Triton 44% inside the arc, 15% from beyond. The 2 3-pointers coming from Swanson.
Yeah, they caught up. Both teams 2 of 13 on behind the arc.
And Shealy good on that trip. Perfect as he'll push the lead now 42-28. Final minute and a half here of the fourth quarter. Shively works right. Ellery knocks it away from the junior. Shively gets tied up, finds Swanson up top of the key. Swanson now is going to drive from the left side of the lane. Goes to Workman on the left side corner. Workman jabs when he goes, but he'll travel before he takes off. Right idea, just got to put it on the floor first.
Swanson had a good look there. I think if he would have just stepped with it just a little bit, he could have got a shot off of there, but passed over there to Workman. So
another three-player swing. Reichert, Shoe, and Large all out there for Triton. Strain to inbound. Walter goes to Strain, up the floor to Ray. Back to Strains. They're working still on the Triton side of the floor. Kicked by Shively.
Another kick. Did we get the soccer uniforms out?
Well, it is the World Cup. USA did win today. They did win today.
Yep. And IU soccer won the other night.
That's right. Strain now works his way up. He'll drive, kicks it to Ellery, and a charge called on Easton Strain.
Yep, he got rid of the ball, but he didn't stop and plowed right into him.
And here comes another 3-player substitution on behalf of Large, Reichert, and Shoe as, holy cow, Swanson, Briles, and Pitney all substitute in. Final minute here.
Strain get to pick up his second foul on that offensive.
Briles gets it on the left elbow, back on top to Swanson. Inside a minute now. Goes to Workman on the right wing. Workman with it. Dumps it down into Evan Briles. Briles goes up with it, gets fouled on the way up. And here comes the 3-player substitution again. Possibly. This time, 2. This time, 2 players will be substituted in for Triton. It would be Reichert and Kayden Large after Evan Briles will go to the lines for 2. First one on the way is good as he hits that one.
And Ray picked up his second foul on that, trying to block the shot.
Anthony Shue will make his way to substitute in if this one goes in. Oh, gotta wait, Anthony. Gotta wait. This isn't football, pal. You gotta actually check in. Ray loses that one on the sideline, but he'll track his way to trying to push him out.
Oh.
And a technical foul.
Probably on Dante.
I believe they just teed him up.
Yep.
There's another technical in the JV game on Triton. I think the technical foul is on Workman.
I think he might have. Oh. So Reichert got the foul, so that's his second.
And then the technical foul's on Workman, so that'll be his third.
Yes.
As Ray to the line for the technical free throw, as the first one's good. He'll get one more. As Cam Callahan looks to check in. Caleb Boeing and Jonah Smith look to check in for the Pilgrims as Ray's second free throw is off the mark and no good. So Jonah Smith, number 40, will check in, as will Caleb Bowling, number 34. I guess he gets 3.
Yep, he's going to shoot the technical shot now.
And that one goes in. Is it a double technical?
Yeah, how did he get
Must have been a double technical. And Trey Delp will also check in, number 30. So Sheely, Ellery, and someone's got to come off the floor. There's 6 out there. Who's coming off the floor for Plymouth?
Just 6, 5. Oh.
Oh, there's still 6 on the floor.
Oh, somebody's coming out. Somebody's coming in.
There's still 6 on the floor. My math is not incorrect. Strain's going to come off the floor.
Now we got 5 and 5.
So I don't have number 44 listed.
Okay. Well, let's type 44 at least.
I believe 44. We got a foul call on Triton off the inbound. It'll be on Wayne Reichert. Kaden Millizer from the JV was number 44. He's out there as Davis rated the line for 2 more. It's on the first shot. So Swanson will check in for Kaden Large. So Wolf, Delp, Millizer, Jonah Smith and Boeing out there for the Pilgrims as Callahan will go to Swanson. Final 35 seconds here. Triton's going to fall to 1-1 in the season. Plymouth's off to a 2-0 start.
Ray did get that second free throw to drop.
Oh, I guess he did. Sorry. Shivan left wing. He'll force a 3. Can't get that one to go. Ray gets the rebound and fighting against Triton as he'll free himself up and gets up the floor. Gets caught in the corner. We'll go to Delp. Now to Bowling. And Ray will let it run out. And the Pilgrims are going to win 47-29 as they will host LaPorte on Friday night. And Triton will travel to Northwood to finish up their NLC road trip.
We're going to do this a little different tonight on the graphic.
So we're going to change it with the...
Yeah, so our audio feed can see at least that. So we're going to leave that up and get the stats to go here shortly.
So as those things get ready to work over, Triton, like I said, got some things to work out, but this is a young team, a lot of talent, but Jason Groves will find a way to get the most out of his players. But Plymouth can't take anything away from these guys here tonight because they did a great job, used their height advantage, good game plan from Grindle and his crew as they found a way to use that paint, work the basketball extremely well, and use that size to really work Triton in the paint, and did a good job with that to find themselves as they put up those 20 points in that third quarter. Was really the difference maker in this game as it was pretty well tightly contested in the first half, and they just pulled away in the third.
So, yeah, Triton there 7-12 on the free throws. Plymouth was able to get to the line quite a bit more, got 15-21, 2 points, 8 of 18. Plymouth 13-27. 3-pointers, Triton hit some, started off, but then ended up 2 of 14. Plymouth 2 of 13, and the turnovers there 12 of 6. For Plymouth, Strain led the way with 19, Ray with 11, Ellery with 7, Sheely with 6, and Wolf with 3. For Triton, Bryles and Shiley each with 7, Swanson with 6, Workman and Shue each with 4, and Pitney with 1.
So we're going to hang it up here from the Rock as Plymouth wins 47-29. I'm Andy O'Hara for Kenny Barnhart, Leah Aldifer, and the Hall of Famer Orion Lemler. Until next time, remember the Trojan way.